control. Slip inside of the.
What is up, guys? Levi Peterson here. Today I am doing the video that you guys asked for. I did a poll on Facebook a couple days ago, and you guys decided to do the top 10 most exotic fish. And I mean, I don't mind comments on like other exotic fish that you think should have been on here, but this is my opinion. I mean, there is plenty of others that I consider putting on the list, but these are my top 10. I hope you enjoy this video.
Sitting in at number 10, we have the short-bodied flowerhorn. This guy is an epic fish. I mean, it's pretty much a hybrid. It's short, like, you know, the normal flowerhorns. It's just like half of its body, and it's pretty interesting. And I actually think they're pretty cool. I mean, I somewhat feel bad because they look like they struggle to swim and stuff, just like the parrotfish, but definitely the number 10 on my list because they just look awesome. Up next, these are marbled hatchetfish, but all hatchetfish should make it on this list because they're super cool fish. I own one myself, planning on getting more eventually. I plan on turning the 29-gallon into like an exotic tank, which it kind of already is. But anyways, these guys are super epic. They kind of stay still. They like kind of fast-moving water. They like currents and stuff, so super cool fish to keep. And if they are easy to keep, so they are a nice first oddball fish to get. Next up, we got the Indian dwarf puffer. I used to have some of these actually. They eat anywhere from worms to pellets to anything, and they are a little bit aggressive. So, I mean, I used to have them like a 10-gallon, just a couple, and they did very well. These guys, like I said, are aggressive, so you have to be careful in a community tank. But they are super cute, and they're really cool to watch. They kind of just peck at things like this guy is pecking at that plant right there. So definitely a cool fish to have, and definitely in my top 10 exotic fish. So next up, this fish is called a reed fish. They come from Africa. They are definitely an exotic fish. These things are sweet. I've always wanted to have one of these guys. They almost remind me of like a Chinese serpent thing for some reason. Like you go like to China and stuff and you see those dragon things. It kind of reminds me of that. But super exotic. These things, I've always wanted one, and maybe in the future I'll get one of these, but these are super cool fish. Now this fish is probably my favorite fish of all fish. I actually own one of these. They are super cool, and they're not hard to keep. They do eat bloodworms. I mean, you can get them to eat pellets and flakes, which actually mine does now too. But I kind of give it a treat every now and then of bloodworms, and it loves it. Blackworms work too. They do kind of get a little territorial, so be careful, and I would definitely not add more knife fish in with this guy unless you're super experienced in the hobby. Now this next fish is a dolphin fish. It's a freshwater dolphin fish. These guys like to school though, so you're going to need a huge tank for these guys if you kind of want a little school these guys. They're super cool. Like I said, they do like to school. They can be a little temperamental towards other fish, but they do like to play. Like you can throw a ball in the tank and they'll play with the ball like dolphins would. So super cool fish, really exotic. Like I said, in the future I kind of want to get one of these, but I do not have the room right now. This next guy is actually on my list. This guy I'll have this video is being uploaded a couple days after I actually made this. I'll probably get one of these guys because I ordered it and everything from my local fish store that I work for. So this guy should be coming in real soon. I'm super excited to have him because these guys are super dope, and they're related to arowanas, and obviously my tank that I have right now is not big enough for an arowana, so this is close enough, and they are super exotic. Next up, these are anableps. They are kind of a brackish fish. You can keep them in freshwater, but you do need to kind of convert them to brackish and kind of keep a little bit of salt in their tank. Super cool fish. I've always wanted these. If I do a brackish tank, I'll definitely get one of these, and maybe a flounder and some other brackish fish like some scats and stuff. Speaking of flounder, there is only one type of freshwater flounder called the black flounder, but there is some that will last in freshwater for a little bit, just like these guys. These guys are actually not the black flounders. These guys are in freshwater right now, but eventually they will have to be converted to saltwater, brackish, and eventually will be full salt by the time they are adults. So I wouldn't recommend these for beginners, but they are a super exotic fish. This next fish is the most exotic fish you'll ever see, the freshwater lionfish. Now, they can take to both brackish and fresh and a little bit of salt. It all depends. Some people have them in full salt for their whole lives, and they do really well. Some people have them in saltwater, I've seen. So, it's kind of pick and choose there. Definitely not a beginner's fish, but a super epic fish to own. And eventually, I want to own one of these guys myself. So, that's pretty much it for the top 10. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, like I just said. Those are my top 10 exotic fish. There are definitely some more on there that are cool. There's more knife fish actually. I'm going to leave the video for the knife fish. I got the top 10 cool species of knife fish video. So I'm going to leave that in the video so you guys can go check that out. This is kind of turning into my exotic tank right behind me. There is a gourami in there, and I got some pretty sweet tetras in there that are actually looking really fat right now because I put a load of bloodworms in last night. Knife fish is looking really good. And this is where the butterfly fish is going to go. So I'm super excited for that guy. That'll be coming in probably next week. And by the time this video is uploaded, it should already be in. So look forward to that because I'm super excited to get one of those. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.